Hi everybody, welcome back or welcome to the channel. It's your boy Reactee, and today we are watching 7 creepy videos that made me double check the locks my locks at night. I cannot read. I am terrible at these. But we're getting back into it. This is a Sir Spooks video, and let's watch this one.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 7 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. The first video we'll be taking a look at today comes from the TikTok account VCD, who can be seen filming from inside his car before pulling up to a house. And it's here that he immediately senses something is very wrong. Right away, the uploader gets understandably freaked out when he discovers that the stove has somehow been turned on. Afterward, he takes a moment to breathe and collect himself, but he doesn't get much time to do that, because then this happens.
At least when the stove got turned on, it looks like the gas was burning and not just filling up the house with gas. That would have been even worse. But yeah, that's creepy. That you come home and your stove's on.
Why is that on? Why was that damn door? That door was not shut.
Out of nowhere, a door closes by itself, much to the uploader's shock. Clearly rattled, he frustratedly calls out, "Who are you? What do you want?" Probably.
It doesn't look like the door closed. It looks like the hall door. There's a closet or something in the hall. It looks like that door swung open and blocked the bedroom door. I think that's what happened there.
Not expecting an answer, but that's exactly what he gets.
Who are you? What do you want? I'm out.
Well, at least he did what the ghost told him to. The ghost said leave, and out he went.
Strange, disembodied voice can be heard responding with a chilling word: leave. The video ends with the man doing exactly that, leaving the house as quickly as he can, without looking back. This clip was only posted to TikTok a little over a month ago, so hopefully we'll get an update sometime soon.
I'm not sure when exactly the clip was posted that Sir Spooks found. It said a month ago. This video is actually 5 months old, so I'm not quite sure if there's been any updates yet or not. So I'd have to go look through the whole library to find that. But yeah, that was a creepy one. Probably pretty smart that he did what the ghost told him to do if there was gas on in the house. I mean, turning on his PC, if there was gas sitting on the floor in his house anywhere, it would probably spark an explosion. So that would have been terrible. But yeah, that was weird. That's a weird one.
It's definitely bizarre and unsettling incident, to say the least. While skeptics might wonder if the stove or door could have mechanical issues, the clear, close-by voice telling him to leave is what pushes this encounter into much stranger territory. If it's real, it's the kind of experience you don't easily forget. On November 12, 2011, a YouTube channel by the name of Schwab304 posted a video that shows a young man named Will and documents the strange, creepy events happening inside his dorm room at West Virginia University. In the video, Will explains that unexplainable things happen in his dorm room every single night at exactly 1 o'clock in the morning. He describes hearing weird noises, but says he's never been able to figure out exactly what they are or where they're coming from. Will then sits quietly listening for any signs of activity while his friend films him. After a little while, Will stands up to walk around the dorm, saying that he heard something, and that's when this happens.
What is that?
That's what I wasn't born.
Look over here. I don't hear it anymore. I think it stopped. Oh my god!
Out of nowhere, a whole bunch of Will's belongings are thrown across the room, almost like...
That almost looked like a tower of crushed beer cans. I'm assuming it's something else, but that's pretty much what it looked like. That's strange. Now, there are reports of ghosts at universities. The university I went to here on the island actually had a whole building. I think it was a dorm at one point, but it's offices and stuff now for the science department, I believe. But anyway, there's apparently a ghost in that building that messes with people's paperwork, the power in the building, things of that nature. But yeah, and apparently it's because right behind the university where I went, there's it's now the Trans-Canada Trail, but it used to be train tracks, and students used to take the train home on weekends, and apparently one was going to go jump on the train to head up to Summerside, so from one big city on the island to another. And they slipped off and got killed by the train. And apparently that ghost is around on campus too. So there's at least 2 ghosts that I know of on the university campus where I went.
Like whatever spirit might be lingering there suddenly got angry and decided to trash the place. The video ends pretty abruptly after that, leaving us all to wonder what happened next to Will and his friend. Unfortunately, this is the only video ever posted to Will's channel, and considering how much time has passed, it's highly unlikely we'll ever get an official update on what became of Will, or whether the haunting ever got worse. While some might argue that something off camera could have been responsible for tossing the objects, strings, someone hiding, etc., the timing and Will's genuine reaction feel convincing.
That is true. All that could have been faked, but the way he shouted and backed up pretty quick seemed genuine. But yeah, it's hard to tell because the first part of the video was filmed by a friend or his dorm mate, I'm assuming, since there was another bed. And then this one seems to be from the Will's perspective, Will's POV. So it's a little strange. Where'd the roommate go?
If it was a setup, they pulled it off pretty well, especially for a short early 2010s video. But what do you guys think? Was Will dealing with an angry spirit in his dorm room? Or could there be a more rational explanation for what we're seeing here? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to hear what you think. Over on TikTok, a user named Danny C posted a series of videos to his account showing some seriously eerie activity happening inside this young child's bedroom, seemingly in the middle of the night. The footage, shot on a home security camera, shows Danny walking into his child's room. He sighs as he notices toys scattered across the floor and starts picking them up. But he doesn't get far, because then this happens.
We've seen this, I think we've seen this one before. The first two I hadn't seen before. This one I'm pretty sure I have, because it's these two gentlemen and their kids in this house, and I think this is the one where he and his daughter are talking in the camera footage, and then the door to the closet opens or closes. I can't remember which.
Cardo, this just opened by itself.
Okay, it's not the one I was thinking of, but we have seen this one before. Yeah, that little crawl space hole door opened.
Did you move Mickey Mouse? Close it, please. Nobody's in there, right?
A door inside the child's bedroom swings open on its own for no apparent reason, prompting Danny to immediately call for someone else living in the house to come help. The two men then search the room, but they don't find anything that could explain what just happened. In a second video, the other man...
This is the one we saw before. So Danny and Ricardo. But yeah, this is the one. I knew we saw some of these.
And is wandering around the child's bedroom. The two of them get into a light argument about something, but it's right in the middle of their conversation that something even stranger happens.
Don't yell like that. Look at me. First of all, don't raise your voice like that. Inappropriate. And see, now the ghost is very upset. Don't do that.
Out of nowhere, one of the child's toys visibly moves by itself. Amazingly, both the man and the child seem to laugh it off and don't appear too shaken by it. Of course, some might suggest that doors and toys can sometimes move because of airflow, vibrations, or mechanical issues. But the timing and the fact that it happens twice in quick succession definitely raises some eyebrows. If it's a coincidence, it's a very eerie one. So what do you guys think is going on here? Is Danny's child's bedroom haunted by a playful spirit? Or is there more down-to-earth...
The door could have been a draft. That toy was already leaning, so when the kid was jumping around and stomping his feet, it might have just upset the toy a little bit more and it fell backwards. And it looks like the Barbie here also had had an arm on it, so when it leaned backwards, the toy went as well. It could have been that, but as he said, he could have angered the ghost as well. So it's a little hard to tell, a little weird.
Explanation for what we're seeing. Either way, if the activity keeps up, Danny might want to start thinking about finding a new place to live, just to be safe. The next video we'll be taking a look at comes from the popular Paranormal Encounters subreddit and was posted by a user known as jturley85. The uploader provides some helpful context surrounding the footage, which was reportedly filmed in Beaver, Utah. Here's what they wrote. Quote, "My wife's co-worker went out hunting this past weekend. They apparently took a pack of dogs out with them. While in the mountains, two of the dogs ran off. They chased after them and eventually found both dogs ripped apart after some searching. While trying to look for whatever caused it, they found this and recorded it through their scope. I tried to upscale the video for clarity, but this was the best I could get. Anyone know what this could be?" End
Oh, that's a sad story. I'm sorry. Um, I slept some way last night that my eye was kind of open. Now it's dried out and itches a lot. So you'll have to excuse the eye. But yeah, that's a little weird, that story. How are you gonna let your dogs get killed while you're out hunting? I mean, seriously, take better care of your animals, guys.
Quote, let's take a look at the footage and see for ourselves. Whatever that thing is, it's pure nightmare fuel. The figure caught in the scope is tall, lanky, and moves in a deeply unnatural way. In the comments, the uploader adds that the arms look extremely long and thin, with what appears to be hair or fur hanging off of them. They initially thought it might just be another hunter, but after watching the footage more closely, they are no longer so sure. A lot of commenters are throwing out one chilling theory that this might be a skinwalker. Based on the creature's bizarre shape, eerily long limbs, and the disturbing circumstances that led to the encounter, it's honestly not hard to see why. Of course, we can't say for certain what was caught on camera here. Some skeptics have suggested it could be a person in unusual clothing, a case of video distortion, or even an intentional hoax. But if this is a hoax, it's a remarkably convincing one, especially with the panic backstory and the remote mountainous setting. So what do you think? Was this a real sighting of a skinwalker, or something even stranger? Or do you think there's a more rational explanation hiding just beneath the surface? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments, because whatever it was, it definitely wasn't normal.
Yeah, that is odd. But again, they're recording this through I'm assuming a rifle scope. It could be distortion. I don't know. That's a tough one. To tear apart animals as well, it would have to be a pretty big animal. But that's weird. That's a weird one.
A person named Reactee posted a video to their YouTube account all the way back in December of 2009, showing what appears to be a casual moment of filming outside their car somewhere in Moscow. For the first minute or so, nothing really seems out of the ordinary. It just looks like someone filming random scenes around the city. It's slow, uneventful, and honestly a little boring at first. But that all changes pretty quickly, as I'm sure you could have guessed. Take a look.
Are they talking about this thing? I thought that was a reflection of the something on the driver, his hands or something. Or did they drive on the other side of the road in Russia? I can't remember. But that clearly looks like the Kremlin, and there's something flying over it. You think they would have been shooting stuff at it.
Новость сегодня была про битву с конец с тучами.
Начинает какая-то автономная, сама по себе.
Смотри, есть там что-то держится.
Ну или правда что-то какое-то может. Ужасно, не скажешь, что
Это явно связано с этим.
сегодня.
At some points, it almost looks like it's a floating pyramid. That's a little weird. That's a really weird one.
Я скажу, разводом тучи.
Hovering in the sky in the middle of the night is what appears to be a massive pyramid-shaped UFO. The object just sits there, eerily silent and unmoving, creating a surreal, almost hypnotic image. Many people in the comments expressed frustration that Reactee didn't stop the car and get out to film the object more steadily. The video is quite shaky.
And also, as they're driving, it looks like the light from the street lights, it looks almost like spotlights. So it looks like they're shining spotlights at it, but it's just it's just beams of light coming off the street lights. It's weird.
Which makes it difficult to fully make out the details, but it's still one of the more unique UFO shapes ever caught on camera. Some viewers have speculated that this could be a digital hoax, drone formation, or even a government experiment. But others argue that the size, structure, and behavior of the object are simply too strange to explain away easily. Either way, it's a highly intriguing piece of footage that will definitely leave you scratching your head. A Williamsburg resident named Abby Sobota posted a video to her TikTok account that shows her exploring an old, allegedly haunted basement. And let's just say, it turns out to be a decision she may have regretted. We watch as Abby wanders through the dim, run-down basement, filming her surroundings. She notes that the area looks like it might have once been a prison, since many of the doors down there resemble jail cells, complete with heavy bars and narrow openings. As she's commenting on these cell-like doors and walking deeper into the basement, something truly unsettling happens that shakes her to the core.
Like there are these, what looks like prison cells down here. Look at these. Tell me it's not absolutely perfect. What the hell? Did you see that shadow? Hello?
A strange sound suddenly echoes through the space, followed closely by the appearance of a mysterious shadow. What's chilling is that Abby appears to be completely alone. There's no one else visible in the basement with her.
I can't really say that for sure, because when the shadow comes, it looks like it's on the, I guess, her right-hand side, and by the light source, and she never looks that way. Well, at least in this part of the video, she looks to the left all around, and then starts to get to the right-hand side, and then the video cuts off. So it's hard to tell if she's alone or not.
The video ends just seconds after the incident, leaving us with no idea what happened next. Thankfully, Abby wasn't harmed. She still actively posts on TikTok, but as far as this particular video goes, no update has ever been shared. Now, one possible explanation is that the shadow might have been cast by someone walking outside, especially if there's a light source or small window nearby. It's not impossible, but if you rewatch the clip closely, the timing and angle of the shadow still feel a bit off. It doesn't quite behave the way you'd expect a natural shadow to. So what was it? A shadowy spirit tied to a dark past? A strange trick of light? Or maybe just the mind playing tricks in an eerie setting? If that basement really was part of a former prison, then perhaps a lingering presence from the past was making itself known. And in a world like this, anything is possible.
Also, it doesn't. When they look over on the side, there's a door. There's a door here, and I think a light right there. I think that's the light that we're seeing. And they don't show where that door leads, so you don't know if there's more light coming from down there or not. It could have been someone down that hall or doorway. But yeah, that's a tough one. But places like Williamsburg have pretty deep, dark histories, so could be a lot of stuff going on there.
Reddit user Wrestling is Real posted a video to the Paranormal Encounter subreddit that's been gaining a lot of traction lately, and up.
This one we have seen before. The cardboard, plywood. Sorry, not cardboard. The plywood on that door or window just keeps banging and banging and banging.
After watching it, it's easy to see why. According to the uploader, he was simply out for a walk in Scotland when he passed by an old abandoned building. He says he started hearing strange banging noises coming from around the property, and naturally, curiosity got the best of him, so he decided to investigate. Here's what he captured.
This is the one that looks like it's getting kicked from the inside, but you don't see a foot at all, ever.
It is a ghost.
Just a wind.
Wait. Must be a ghost. No, it's a ghost. There's nothing else there.
Something definitely feels off. The way the board flaps open and closed has a jerky, almost unnatural movement to it. And just as things seem to calm down, there's another noise, and then the motion suddenly stops, as if whatever was causing it decided to go still. The uploader also notes that no one else was around.
See, you think if that was somebody kicking it, you'd see their foot being pulled back into the building, but you don't, ever. And if I recall, the last time we saw this video, they explained that this was the back side of the building. The front side is like every other window, all boarded up. There are a few that are broken, and it could be wind, but wind would not push it out to here in a swift kicking motion. It would hold it up more steadily, but much closer to the building. It would never go out to here. It even looks like it's nailed up here, but at one point it looked like it was nailed on this side a little bit further down, and this side was coming out more. So at some point it broke a little bit, and more of it was flying out. And you think you would have saw something then, but you never do.
When the video was filmed, and while some might point to the wind as the cause, he raises a good question. If it really was the wind, why did it stop the moment that second noise occurred? While there's always the chance this was caused by airflow, pressure changes, or an unstable structure reacting to the environment, there's no denying that the timing, the movement, and the setting all combine to make this feel seriously creepy. Honestly, this is one of the most bizarre and unsettling clips I've come across in a while, and I might just think twice about exploring abandoned buildings in Scotland anytime soon. What do you think? Just an old board and some wind, or something more? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
See, and it's this part where that looks like it's all nailed down. Then at the end, this one's out, and it's just up here that's holding it. But yeah, it could be a lot of things. But that looks more like someone's kicking it. And you think if it was the wind, the window over here would be rattling. Because those don't look like they're even 5 feet apart. So you think they'd be in the same room, so there'd be the same wind pressure, same air pressure on both of them. But yeah, that's a super strange one.
And that was 7 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Well, that was another Sir Spooks video for Fright Night Friday. If you enjoyed this, drop a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe because it's free, helps out the channel. And do the same all over at Sir Spooks. He does great videos. I've noticed that they're actually monthly or so now. I'm not sure how long that's been going on. I thought they were every other week or so, but no, it looks like they're maybe 2 a month or monthly. I'm not quite sure. But like I said, this one was 5 months old. The two newer ones are 2 weeks and 4 weeks old, and I wasn't gonna do those because they're still pretty new. So, but yeah, he does great videos. So go check him out. So like and subscribe over there, and I will catch you next week for another Fright Night Friday. Bye bye.